It's Avrom here from Feed Me Bubbe, and do I have a treat for you? Here it is, the star of Feed Me Bubbe, Bubbe herself. Bubbe, welcome.
Hello everyone, and it's nice to be with Avrom. Of course, we're always together.
No, definitely. Today's topic, actually, that we're going to talk about is the grandmother-grandson relationship, or even the idea of grandparent-grandchildren relationship.
That's a very good subject, an important subject, Avrom, you know?
What do you have to say on that? What do you feel?
Well, I feel that of course, young people are always busy.
Right.
And they don't have any time. They have plenty of time to call their friends and everyone else. And yes, when they're hungry, they have to, is Bubbe making something special? Hello, Bubbe? Can I come over? I don't like what Mom has. And naturally, of course. And those who don't have grandmothers, well, some of the older ones have memories, and the younger ones should have memories. So how are you going to have memories? It's up to the grandmother. After all, she's a little more experienced, has a little more time on her hands. So I try to keep up with the young people. That doesn't mean I have to copy them, but I try to have the conversation and the news and be a good listener. And, you know, as my mother used to say, a jack of all trades, a little bit. If you have a little bit, you can shake your head. But in the meantime, the grandchildren come, they love you, and you get what you want, and they're happy. And you know something? It helps them. It makes them feel secure, wanted, the whole thing. So, especially if you make something food, and you know something, they can't talk to the parents. From the boys, they always can come and talk to me. And I try to be a good listener. Sometimes, you know, I'm only human. There's a little bit pepper and salt mixed in. But in the end, it all smooths out and we have a beautiful relationship. And I wish everyone the same relationship. It's Mazel Dick.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Because I know this blog is all about books. And I know we have the book that's coming out. How do you feel that whole relationship of going and grandmother to grandchildren is reflected within the book?
I think it shows the feelings. You know, feelings and memories are so important. And I think they can help lead children to the right road. In some ways, I feel like it's like, you know, I always say to Avrom, you know, when you go on the road, there are 3 lights. A green for go, a yellow, I call it amber, he calls it yellow, and the red for stop. So I always use the word, 2 words, amber, and the word T-O-O. Two, or in Yiddish, tzu, tzadik vov. Tzu is no good, and 2 is no good, and the amber, slow down. So you have to think of a word. You can't go in the whole story. The young people don't have the patience to listen. But if you give them 1 word, you hope with Eberster's help, it'll slow them down and make them think a little bit and go in the right way.
Now, here's one thing that's really interesting, because you were mentioning a bunch of Yiddish words and Jewish words and that. Just so the audience knows. Say someone who's looking at this book and they happen to not be Jewish, can they still read your book? Or is this
absolutely. We're Americans, and we're all over the world. We have to be from America, but Jewish people are all over the world, and we mingle with all our neighbors, and we get along beautifully. And this has nothing to do with it. It has to do with being a human being and being able to give everyone something, as I said, feelings and memories, and help young people be able to go on a good, healthy voyage.
And that way, that's how the relationship, going just the idea of the human approach, that you're going and seeing a relationship between a grandparent and a grandchild.
Right.
That's basically what we're seeing. So as they're reading the stories and they're looking at the memories and all the other elements that are in the book besides the recipes, or even as they taste the recipes, they can picture their own grandparent, essentially.
Yes, and I think, you know, we grandparents, we have more time on our hands than young people. And the young people seem to stray a little bit, and they're busy, and time flies by. It's up to us to try and keep in touch as much as possible, once in 3 months, once in 2 months. And like my distant grandchildren, they don't always respond, but I try to always get in touch occasionally. Let there be a connection. I think that connection and memories will, I hope, will help them build a healthy future.
Well, Bubbe, thank you very much for joining us today on this very special topic. Do you have any last words before we sign off?
Avrom, it's a pleasure to be with you, and I wish every grandparent and every grandchild take a lesson and try. You'll like it, and it'll make you happy.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us across these video series that we've been having here. Hopefully we'll have the ability of doing more, who knows, but you know what, check us out, bubbebook.com, or if you want to watch the online video shows, feedmebubbe.com. We'll see you later.
Bye.